What is Doom the way we remember it? This is a Doomworld community project with a simple premise. Remake the first one, the classic Ultimate Doom, entirely from memory. So without replaying the original levels, or looking at the auto map or the wiki. This is quite a challenge to our mappers, as they have wildly different memories of the levels of this classic game. And so do I, so I'll be playing these maps cold, drawing from my own memory of the original for general navigation, dodging traps, and finding secrets and stuff. There is no new music or graphics in this one, but I will be playing on ultra violence, continuously, and once again with corruption cards to spice up the curse even more. So let's hop into episode 1, knee deep in the dead, and enjoy a very cursed Doom experience. Alrighty, and welcome to E1M1, the first map by TotalTS. And let's pick our corruption card. If you've never played with corruption cards before, each level starts with drawing one of 3 random cards. And we pick one that affects the gameplay on that entire level. So we have shield enchantments. Sergeants would have a regenerating shield. Cannibalism enchantment for zombiemen consume corpus to gain extra health. And finally, small companions. Sergeants spawn with a small companion. Oh, that sounds like fun, and I can tell already that this room is very, very cursed. The iconic hangar room, the first room of E1M1 Doom. For many people, let me finish. He's so cute. For many people would be the first room that they've ever seen in any Doom game, maybe any FPS. It looks a little different. I don't think there's any water here, that's just blue, a blue texture, and the ceiling is all different. The sizes too. I think the room stretches out a bit more to the left and a little bit less to the right, but well, maybe that's just the way that I remember it. More miniature sergeants. There's a lot of you here. Let's grab this green armor that's still here on top of a hexagon. So this hexagon is a little bit stretched out. So I can look outside a lot. It's a bit bigger. Oh, that button is still here. Yeah, that opens that secret. But I'm pretty sure that there's a mega armor supposed to be there and not a supercharge. Well, let's we'll grab that in a minute. Ooh. This room also looks different, doesn't it? I think that there's supposed to be a roof on top of this little gazebo in the center here. Well, people warned me that this version was going to be more cursed, and so far it is. But that's just one level. Yeah, this is all wrong. I would say wrong, maybe this is how the mapper remembers it. But this window, this big window, is supposed to be on the far side of the courtyard, so you can see it from the hangar room. And then there's a little hallway that connects these, which is, I guess, completely gone. Let's go grab that supercharge now. No stairs, eh? Okay, well. At least the radiation pool is still here. Let's finish off these final enemies. And here's our exit, but we're forgetting some secrets. Yeah, that lowers that. Oh. Got mouse look enabled again. Oh, and this is this is a one-way wall. You can see it from one side, but not the inner side. So yeah, it's still a little bit different. The music, by the way, for this version is the original Doom 1 music. They didn't change the music for this one. That was E1M1 at Doomsgate by TotalTS, and look at that. 100% kills, 100% secrets. This is Nuclear Wasted by Death Bear. Let's pick our corruption card first. Kasali's Watchers. Sergeant may become an immobile, self-resurrecting sentry. Invisibility enchantment. Sergeants are partially invisible. Or acid blood enchantment. Zombie men bleed lethal acid. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Oh yeah, look at them go everywhere. I guess it also explodes the barrels. Is the secret backpack still here? Well, the room is, and the button is, but no backpack. That's a shame. This button opens the door to the chain gun outside, which we'll grab in a moment. But let's grab the shotgun up here. Yeah, I guess the with the shotgun is still here. That's all a little bit different. Oh! Yeah, you're this lift. That's a bug, isn't it? Yeah, you're supposed to not bag or leave that unpacked. The lower texture there. That is cursed indeed. Let's go grab our red key and then see if the chain gun is outside. Boy, for a nuclear power plant, there's a lot of radiation barrels everywhere, and they just explode on impact. Well, the secret door is still here, but I think there's a supercharge here as well. We're currently not seeing. But there's our chain gun. Now, about item placement in Doom, that's gonna be a little bit skewed, because there's quite a couple of versions of the original Doom. There's the shareware version, of course, there's the commercial release, and then there's Ultimate Doom, which I guess this is a remake of, but yeah, it actually changed some of the item placements between these different versions. So when I say there's a supercharge there might not have been a supercharge there in the version that the mapper has played or preferred or even remembered. But yeah, this button opens this comp hallways, all kind of twisty maze-like hallways. Which I guess is one of those areas that you gotta remember it's there, you don't have a clue what it looks like. I guess the visual style is better accurate. It might look a little bit brighter, but that's because of my GZDoom settings. Generally I like to play it a little bit brighter, also because that helps you viewers at home see what's going on. Now, where is our secret chain gun at? Or our chainsaw? It's gotta be around here, right? No? Is it here? Guess not. There's supposed to be a secret backpack here as well. Guess all these secrets are just something I remember. The mapper doesn't. Well, let's... Isn't there an alcove here that takes you down with a lift to the window at the chainsaw? And a radiation room with a little bridge over it. Guess we go straight down the lift here, huh? Keep in mind, these maps are remade from memory, so it's easy to forget something. Like, consider that you are driving somewhere where you have been a couple of times, maybe go there once a year, every couple of years, like an amusement park or a store that's a little bit further away. And you have to drive all the way there, but now do it in your mind. Like just draw your route. And not just which streets to take, but to scale. You have to draw it to scale, and you also have to name every store and business that you pass on the way. That's pretty much the challenge that these mappers are facing. Because they can't go back in Doom and look at the original. They have to do it all from their mind. And, well, it's Mandela Doom, as some people call it. It's something that you're like, I remember it being differently, but this is the way the mapper remembers it. And I do remember that the exit button is a little bit down here. But I also think that there was a little lift here that took you down. Guess that's just gone. Well, we missed one of the secrets, and we also missed some of the monsters. I don't know where they are, but let's check out one more. This is Toxin Refinery by MSX2 Palas. And let's pick our first permanent corruption card. This card is gonna affect the rest of the episode, so we'll have to choose wisely. We have high voltage enchantment. Sergeants will electrocute nearby players. We have fireball traps, add several fire traps to the level. That sounds kind of dull. Or breach. Monsters gain a speed boost when they open doors. Sure, let's have some monsters opening doors and gaining a speed boost. By the way, I want to try that out with this pinky. Okay. I guess he gained a speed boost, but he's not coming in. Oh, look at him go. But yeah, Toxin Refinery, famous of course for being the level with the first secret level, secret exit, which is on this bridge, which we will raise momentarily. And it has this nice little toxin place at the start. Which is, most of the maps in this episode have been made by Romero, who has a couple of rules when it comes to mapping. Of course, maps can't have been made in Wolfenstein, because this is a new engine, so maps need a lot of verticality. But one thing that he also put in is that maps need landmarks, things that make you go, oh yeah, this room. And I think the Toxin Refinery is a great place to show that off. Because the starting room with the big toxin pool in the middle, something very recognizable. Still don't have a chainsaw. Well, that lowers that. Right. Let's go and grab our supercharge. There we go. Ooh, that's all wrong. That entire hallway is supposed to be a door, but now it's just a regular door. Well, these are rocket launchers here, and the backpack. This looks like a This is where we can get out. And here's our green armor as well. There's a lot less enemies on this one, as I remember. Yeah, where are all my hit scanners and imps at? Maybe the author Death Bear forgot to add difficulty levels. Or maybe he's never played Doom 1 Episode 1 on Ultraviolence. But the architecture is it's pretty accurate so far. I say Death Bear, I mean MSX2+. Okay, if I grab this blue key, it's the lights are gonna turn off, and a monster closet should be opening up on here. It's one of the jump scares of the original Doom. Oh yeah. Of course, if you know it's coming, it's not as scary, but It just works. I remember playing this as a kid and scaring the crap out of me. Now there's a couple of lights here that help guide you the way back, which are not placed here. But fun fact about these lights, they're not here on Ultraviolence. Yeah. Romero thought, on Ultraviolence, you can find your own way back. Cool, this thing still donuts raises and changes its texture, so that's all very accurate. Before we head back to the central room, yeah, this little peephole is still here. It's a little bit bigger than it normally would be, but things like that are to be expected. And here's our room that leads to the secret exit. And here is our bridge that we raised. But before we go there, let's kill off the monsters and find the final secrets. Yeah, there's a lot less monsters on this one when compared to the original. I'm quite sure. I played it a couple of days ago, at least part of it. So I might remember it differently than someone who hasn't played it recently. Oh, these slow raising stairs are still here. And here's our exit room. No monsters here. Oh, this exit room is also all tech. Supposed to be all tech. This is just a kind of bland, bloxy brick room. Also, I like your textures, mate. And here too. Don't tell me that Romero didn't align his textures. No, are we finally gonna find our... No. There's supposed to be a chainsaw here. And I think also a supercharged and Omega armor. I could be wrong on that. But there's a little bit more here than a partial invisibility. Oh well! Having dealt with that end of the map, let's go to our secret exit. And a bunch of pinkies here. This room also looks somewhat different. But here's a secret exit. And this is one of our final... Could be our final secret. I guess we already have 5 out of 5. And we killed all the monsters, so... that was Toxin Refinery by MX2+, and we took the secret exit to the military base. So join me again for the next episode as I play more Doom the way we remember it. Bye bye.